Hello guys, Nico's here, and today we are doing a tutorial about quads, mapping with Nico. Last episode I'm gonna teach you about everything about quads, really basics though, because there are some really hard parts, but still I will teach you the envelope. And now we start by seeing the difference between para and para 0 and para 100. So as you can see, if I put, if I do a spawner point here, and then I put some blocks here, just to let you see, and we save, and I'll call it quads, yeah, and we get in our server. As you can see now we are standing on these blocks, and still, when we are moving, the background is still on us. So if we go really down, now we are falling, the background, we will still see the background. This because the background has, of default, para 0. If we put para 100, as you can see, is scaling. Para 100 is the maximus, I think. So as you can see now, I put the background here, and we reload. Now, as you can see, the background is only here. It's a bit laggy though. And if we go down, we will lose it. So the background is only on this area. Naturally, there is not just 100 and 0. We can create some combination like 15 or something like that. And there is the vertical one and the horizontal one. So if we do this combination right here, it's quite funny. But naturally, you don't have to use it with the background, you can use it with cloud. As you can see, when you move, some of the background moves. When you're falling, it literally moves slowly, and then it loses you. So, the para, if para is 0, this means that the background moves, with these moves, at your same speed. But if the background is 100, this means that the background is static. It doesn't care about you. If you move, it doesn't. But if it is like 50, it's, in the middle light. So as you can see, now I move the camera, and the background is moving with me, but as you can see, if I keep doing it, at the end I will lose it. So this is basically what the para is. So now, by default, the para is 0, so I'm gonna start a new project. The para is 0, as you can see. But if we create a new group, and we add a quad layer, as you can see, the para here is 100. So let's do what we did in the first episode. We take a background and as tiles. So when I add a tile layer and we add an image and we add something, this is the same for quads. So I add the cloud, and we go here, we do image, and we add the cloud. And now to show the cloud, we should press on add quad. So as you can see, we add this cloud. Now it's so little, so I'm just gonna do this to make it bigger. Maybe I made it too much. So as you can see now, it's all destroyed like this. If you go here and do aspect ratio, as you can see, it will turn out normal. But I want it big. I don't want it so big, you know. So like this, it could be cool, nice, like this. So now we have these things, and this thing has para 100. This means that it will only be in that position. So let's save again, and let's get back on the server. As you can see, wait, I should put a spawn point, or I cannot see anything. Sorry. So let's put a spawn point here, and let's reload. As you can see now, we got the background that follows us always, but this cloud is only here. As you can see, I can get away from her very easily. This is basically what the para does. So you can see in some maps, oh, I think I did a map with it. I think it was change map inverted. Yeah, I think with capital E. Yeah, okay, this map was never released because there was something wrong in it. But still, as you can see, when I move, the strings also move with me just a bit. And so you can see that. That was a cool map though. Yeah, but still. So, this is the para layer. In the quad layer, the para settings. Then there is naturally the position. Well, this is very easy to get. And then there is a thing that if you press on these squares, these red squares, you can change the color. So you can play with this. And you can also change the transparency, so the alpha. I suggest you never change the alpha on the background, on this one, because people that don't have the DDNet client will see like a very weird thing on the background. So never change the alpha in this color background. I think you can change it to the cloud or on a tile, but never change it to a background. So this is basically the easiest stuff. Now we get a bit more complicated. This is the clipping. What's the clipping? Basically, if you do clipping yes, as you can see, the background, I will delete this cloud because now it doesn't matter. So, now we are talking about the background. Oops. As you can see, I will put clipping no. Now, this is the background. If we do clipping yes, we won't see the background anymore. Why? The clipping is used to show just a bit of that area. So how can I tell you? Let's see. Let's not modify the position of the clipping. Let's modify the width and at the height. So as you can see, if I do this, can you see this little square that's happening? Now, if this square gets on this area, as you can see, we will see the quads. It's very funny to do though. I don't know if you get it, because the quad is invisible, but when this square goes on it, it gets visible. So, if we want, for example, make two quads merge on together, we can just do this, and then like this. Yeah, I mean, you have to play a bit with it, because you cannot move it like you move this thing, but still, you can play with it, and then you can add another quad layer. You have to add a new group, because it's at groups. You can add a new quad layer here. We will put always 0, I think, on para. And this is also cool if you want to do a map where even if the background does always follow you, you can make a way so it doesn't follow you anymore. Because if you want to put two backgrounds, the other will follow you and so it will look buggy. Instead, with this clipping, the background will always follow you, but only in the clipping area. So it's very good as a thing to do. So let's see. I never used it a lot, so I really don't know how to use it so much. I just watched some tutorial to do, but I'm doing these videos because there are not videos tutorial. They are just, tutorials on the forum, just wrote, without some without any images, so it's kinda cool to do this tutorial. So basically, it's just clipping even on this one, and we will add the quad, just a second. So I will add a quad without any image, so it will look black, okay? I will do square, and then this is quite big though, and then naturally you can add color as you can do for the cloud and other stuff. I will do just this because it's fun, and then, oh my god, so bright colors, and then let's try to do the clipping and let's see what happens. So, okay, that's the position. I don't like it so much. We do this. See, as you can see, it clips together, so it's kinda cool. And we can do this and this, and now let's see what happens. So, as you can see, it's working. And now, let's go. Wow. What is this? Oh, I think I know what it is. So, because we made so the background is following us, the background is trying to follow us. And by following us, it goes out of the clipping area. So when we work on it, it will just do this like loading screen thing. Oh, this is kinda cool. They can do a thing like move left, and when you move left, this thing follows you. It's really fun for a map. Yeah, I should do it. I really should do it. I will do it in the next map. But still, yeah, because I think, yeah, as you can see, it's quite fun. If you put para 0, it should, para 100, I think it shouldn't happen. So let's try it out and let's see what happens. But still, I think you understand a little bit of it. Okay, so like this, as you can see now, it doesn't happen because it's all together. So basically, this was the basic stuff. I mean, the clipping is a bit complicated, but still. So guys, here we are, the last part of today's video, the last part of the last episode of today's video. Today we'll talk also about the envelopes. So basically, the envelopes are, we used para, so if we move, a cloud can move with us, or can move slowly so we lose it after a bit. But if we want to make something to move even when we are not moving, just make an animation, we should use the envelopes. Oops, I messed up. Okay, we should press here on envelopes, and now you can see all these things. This is the number of the envelopes. Now it's 0 because we didn't add any envelope yet. And then we have position, color, and sound. So what do we want to do? In this case, I want to move a cloud to one side at the other side of the screen. So we need a position one. Before starting, so I will just lower this one, we add naturally a cloud. And we add another, do we do another group? No, we do it in this group. So this is, here is our background, and here there will be our cloud. So we put our cloud, we do add quad, let's do it like this a bit. Yeah, it can be cool. So this is the grid. This proof means the thing I can see, the thing our T can see. So if our T sits here in the middle, it can see all of this. So this cloud now is not visible, but we don't want it visible because we want it to go here straight until here. So at the end, at the start, it wants to be visible. As you can see, if I put it here in the proof, this will be visible. Here it will not. I want to let it stay here. Now I will try. I will push on anim. Anim means that it will run the animation even when you are in the editor. I will put it later when I create the animation. So let's go in envelope and add a position animation, and we can name it whatever we want. It doesn't really matter, so it's just to show you that it's a name. So basically this is a grid, as you can see, and in this grid there are these three how can I say it, dots that you can move around. Now, because they are three all in the same place, they are hard to move. So if you remove two of that, as you can see now we see only the blue one. If we remove the blue and the red, we see only the green one. And if we put only the red, we see only the red one. Now, what does this thing mean? I deactivate them all. So this is the horizontal axis, this is the vertical axis, and this is not the third dimensional axis, because this is a two-dimensional game. Yep. This is the rotation axis. So we go here, we activate only this because we want to let it move horizontally, and basically this is the start point and this is the end point. Naturally, if you make this like this, then you can make it higher. Now I will let you see. Now we want this to go from the left to the right. So if we put our value from here like this, the cloud will go backwards from this side because we started like this. I will show you just in a moment. So we basically higher this one. So this means that the animation is the cloud starts and starts to go left or right. Now we will see. So we can start the animation right now. We can put even the time. So we will put a time of 5 seconds as a sample. It will take 5 seconds to do the whole animation. But now we should link this envelope that we did here. How? By this number. As you can see, this is 1 of 1 because we only created one animation. So we go, we select our cloud, and you can see this green dot. Right click on the green dot, and in position envelope, if you did a color one, you can do color envelope, and if you add a sound source, you can also have a sound envelope, but in this case we haven't. So position envelope, as you can see, 1, and now this is linked. If we press on anim, we can see a little bit of the animation. As you can see, it's moving really, really slowly but surely. I don't know if you can see, so I will put it a bit higher. So let's see what it does. Okay, yeah, as you can see, it's working right now. It's going right. It's going quite fast though. So I will put seconds to 10. So yeah, as you can see now, it's going slowly. Now, if I do, if we try to put it in negative numbers, I just had this idea. Okay, nothing happens. Yeah, it's naturally you cannot go negative. But if you go this side, I think it will be the inverse, right? Now you start going the right way. No, as you can see, it's the inverse. So this is to let it go left, and this is to let it go right. Kinda cool, as you can see. And so this is a cloud. Now I want it on the other side, so let's just do like this and let it go back down. Naturally, you can change the volume from here, so without pressing any dot. But still, I do like this because it's more interesting. Come on. Okay, nice. We do it a bit higher, and does it work? Yeah, now it's working slowly. So yeah, like this. Go until, okay, yeah, stop. Why don't you stopping? Okay, I did it so much. Okay, yeah, now the animation goes from to the ear. So as you can see now the cloud is going. I will put it a little bit faster because I like fast clouds. 4 seconds, just like this. And we will put a bit like this, so as you can see when it ends, okay, it ends there. And it looks like a cloud that is moving, because as you can see, we can see only this area like here. So you don't see when it disappears, you only see when it appears here on the other side. So this is it basically. Naturally, if we just deactivate this so we don't see it, and we activate the or vertical one, we can do weird things, so like this. Let's make it higher so you can see it. And now it starts going down. So funny to do. Okay, we lost it. As you can see, it's going down right now. I don't want to do it too much. I want to do just a bit. Okay, yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It goes kind of down. And then we can change even the rotation of it. So if we put a lot of rotation, let's see what happens. This is hilarious. Basically, there is another thing to know. And I will show you right now. I will just try to put everything to 0. Even if I'm not doing it so well. Come on. I will leave only the the horizontal axis, sorry. Okay, now it doesn't look so much. And so this is another thing. This L here. So there are basically all the types of ways to move. I mean, I don't know how to explain it really. So this is the one we created. The velocity is always the same. And if we do this, as you can see, it starts down and then it starts getting faster. It's a math thing. So as you can see, it starts slowly and then the velocity always gets bigger and bigger and it always accelerates. So it's really faster. So it starts slowly and it goes faster, and this is the inverse. So it starts faster and then it just goes slowly. So if you want to make these things, it can be amazing. This, I don't know what this does. I mean, I think at the start it was faster, as you can see from this ondulation here, this curve. It starts going fast and then it does the inverse, so it's kind of cool and you can play with this. This is just stand still. I mean, I don't know why anyone put it, but still. And then this the normal one, the one that I showed before. And the same thing can be added on the color. So basically, instead of X and the other thing, I will go back on the position. Instead of these things, you have red, green, blue, and the transparency. So it's basically the same. And so I'm not gonna show you. And in the sound, instead, you have the volume. And the only thing I didn't show to you is this thing. I forgot to tell you. And this is the last thing in the last series, in the last episode, the last thing. Synchronized. What synchronized does? So basically, if you are in a server, sometimes when you join the server, the animation is still running. Yeah, why did I delete the animation? It was kind of cool. I didn't have to delete it. But still, let's wait just right now a really little animation. Let's do like this. And let's like animate it. Is it linked right now? No, it's not. Let's animate it. See, this animation. So, as you can see, sometimes when you enter the server, the animation is in the middle. Now, I want to make it a bit slower so you can see it. Okay, as you can see like this. You enter the server in this moment, and the animation is still in the middle, and you see the cloud moving from here to here. So if you do synchronized, if you don't do synchronized, even if in the server the animation is at the half, when you start the thing, when you start the server, when you enter the server, you will see the cloud always here. So the player from each other won't see the animation. So I will give you an example. The cloud for 10 seconds is green, for 10 seconds is red. Now, if we don't do synchronized, some players will see the cloud green and some players red, because it depends on when you entered. If you do synchronize, also, it will restart when you touch the start line. So when you see in that map that there is the sun and the rays of the sun that move, and you go at the start of the map, you will see the rays just shrinking a bit and just stopping, because it's synchronized, and when you touch the start line, for everyone the animation starts at the same time. Instead, if you didn't touch the start line and it's synchronized, even if you start when the animation is in the middle, you will always see, you won't see the animation at the start, you will see the animation at the same point all the other players will see. So if you do synchronize, two players can see the same cloud in the same moment, in the same position. Instead, if it's not synchronized, a player will see the cloud in a point, when the other one will see it in another point. It depends on when you enter the server. I hope it was clear, because it's really complicated, but it's not that much of a big deal. So, this is it for today's videos, guys. I hope I was kinda clear on all this stuff, and you got about everything about quads and cool stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this series, because it was really amazing to record, and I hope I helped some people understanding Thavors and the editor, and I hope also that these people will make good maps. And I hope you enjoyed, guys. Really, I hope you enjoyed this series. It's kind of amazing. Wow, I did a mess. And this was it. So I could keep doing it by testing some maps or mapping maps with bugs, and you have to find the bugs or help me mapping. And I'd like to see also some answer from you in the comments that, like you said, thanks for the guide. Thanks to this guide, I mapped this map, and I can test your map. So if you want, you can answer in comments in that way, or also you can tell me that the guide sucks or something like that if I'm not doing so good. And well, anyway, I hope really that you enjoyed this series. It was amazing, I already told you. So guys, bye. Oh yeah, guys, and just another thing. Now everybody's gonna say to me, you didn't do all the layers, there is another layer. And I'm just saying, what? So I just got it right now. And I'll add something just to show you a thing that looks like another layer, but it is. So basically we put some freeze here. We just, embed it. Yeah. And as you can see, we did all of these layers, but what the hell is clean up game tiles? I don't know, now I know, I got it. So basically, let's add some freeze here, as you can see. So basically here there is a lot of freeze. It's a thing that they are newly added on DDNet, so I just wanna be updated. And as you can see, we had some freeze here outside, and we add it even inside of the thingy. Now, if we do clean up game tiles, I think, you pre-worked first. Okay, it works only for Ockaball and Unockaball, not for freeze, I think. Yeah, but basically, as you can see, because you could do errors in mapping, it says, is there something that is not spotted? I mean, the game basically checks if all the game tiers are in this spot, are spotted by a tile, and the ones that aren't just get removed. So as you can see, all the area here, I can just do this. It's quite fun, I just discovered it. And now you say, yeah, but it's all buggy. But if you do clean up game tiles, as you can see, it goes well. So you could eventually just make, grass main. What is grass main? We do winter main like this. You could just do this, do image, and do this. You could put some design as example. Put design here, put some design here. So you could create the map with the design, and then just do this. Just take all the game tiles and just full all the map of game tiles, and then just go here and do clean up, and it just does it for you. It's kind of amazing. I just discovered it, so it's not a new layer, it's just a thing. I think they should put it here, they should put it here in game, or they should put a button in here, because really here is really confusing. In fact, I didn't get it at the first place. So guys, that was it. Bye.